Hello, hello, hello. Figure it's time for a framing the sound photography kind of a video. I haven't put one up on my photography channel, if you want to call it that, in a good while. We'll try to get through this one. Hopefully not too long. A little explanation, a little introduction to my new 1.4x extension tube for my 100 to 500 R100 to 500 zoom lens. Canon. Never had a extension tube before, never tried one. This is the first one I have ever got, and it's not new. They're very expensive. Even used ones are very expensive. I got this one on MPB, and I've been kind of pleased with dealing with MPB, back and forth over the years. I've traded several things, and they've given me some pretty good deals on stuff. So that's how I went through. Now, Canon does have a refurbished section on their website, and you can get refurbished lenses, and this one wasn't available until after I had already ordered it on MPB, and it was MPB guarantees it too, but Canon's was still a little bit more expensive. Even their refurbished one was a little bit more expensive. So, but I've bought refurbished from Canon too and been pleased with them. So this is the 1.4x, which makes my 1 to 500 a 300 to 700. The deal with putting these on, it takes up this much thickness, and I'll show it here directly. It takes up that much thickness. Once you attach it to the camera, and there is a tube here, as you can see, and that goes into the lens. So when the zoom lens is all the way in to 100, there's not enough room for this, so it butts up against it. So you have to put the zoom out to 300, and then you attach this to the camera, and then the zoom will go in on that. But you can't use the 300 millimeter anymore, which is no big deal to me. I wanted the extra reach out to 700, and I've had it on and did a little bit of photography with it out here on my balcony for a bird or two, and I'm hoping to get more use from it with not only birds but with wildlife, any kind of wildlife, to get a little extra reach. So that's what this video is going to be about, and may add a few images here and there of things that I've used it with, and let y'all see the difference between 500 and now to 700. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing in this video. Hello, 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 hello again. Welcome to another video. And welcome to, if this is your first time here, welcome to Framing the Sound on my YouTube channel here. And this video, well, I gave a little introduction in the little segment before this about what this video is going to be about. And it's this little package thing, this little pancake lens right here. It's actually not a pancake lens. It's an extension tube, 1.4x for, let me take
Take this big lens off. It's for my Canon RF 100 to 500, and to get a little bit further reach as I continue my practicing and getting more experience with bird photography. It's a challenge, especially in getting them in flight. So I have used it, and I think I have an image I took recently of a actual bird in flight, and I'll put it up. But it's not a, you know, I wouldn't like put it in a portfolio or nothing like that, because I'm still learning the ins and outs of you know, you have to follow that. You got to follow it in flight. Now, for larger birds like eagles and hawks and you know, buzzards and that soar, do a lot of soaring, and they're stable. You can, you know, it's easier. But trying to keep that on a fast-moving little songbird is just, it can be done, but it's very, very difficult. So anyway, the extension tube. Back to the extension tube here. In order to use this extension tube, this one, there's a 2x. Also, I went with the 1x4 upon recommendation. And but in order to use this, you have to zoom out, and I'll do that now, and you can probably watch, or maybe you can see. You have to zoom it out to 300, so there's room in there. Let me put it on 300. It's on 300 right here. So there is room inside of there for the extension tube to fit in, and I'll show you that. There's the little extension, the little part right there that has to go inside the lens, and lining up at the little red dots, the little red lines line up, goes in and snaps in, locks in place. And now I'm at so anyway, you can only get it, you have to leave your lens on 300. It won't zoom back in because it hits the tube, and you could very well damage if you're not careful. Like right now I'm feeling the stop, and it's right on 300, but I can zoom all the way out to 500, and it makes it a 700, and then put it back on 300. And that's the whole gist of this video, is this, using this extension tube to give me more reach with my 100 to 500 on my Canon R5. Shall put it back on here. Let's put it back. Yeah, it's at 300 now, and there we have it. And it's got some heft to it. Quite heavy. I don't think I'm going to be lugging it around, you know, like an all-day shoot or anything like that. More or less, if when I do get to an area, say like a reserve or a, you know, wildlife reserve or a bird sanctuary or something like that, more or less I'll have a tripod. It'll be sitting on a tripod. So, but yeah, that's the RF 1.4 extension tube with my 1 to 500 RF 100 to 500 L Canon lens, and my R5, which I've been totally pleased with. And the 100 to 500 lens takes great images without the extension tube. So It's just a little more reach for me, and I'm gonna really enjoy that extra distance on my wildlife photography. So without much more gibberish, I will end the video here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you. If you got some benefit or a little enjoyment, learned a little bit about an extension tube, well then give me a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe, you can do that too. Alright, until the next time, until that next video, y'all be easy. Peace.